Hi, my name is Landry Petersen, and today I'm going to be telling y'all about my family. Okay, almost everyone who knows my sister or me knows that we have a big family. But not only is our family huge, we're also closer than anything, which means we get to spend a lot of time with each other. These people are the most important people in my life, not only because we have fun together every time we're around each other, but because they have influenced me and helped shape who I am today. Which is why I chose them as a topic for my speech. I would not be the same without the important lessons that each and every one of them has taught me. And as much as I would love to share what I've learned from all of them, Mr. Renshaw only gave me 8 minutes, so I have to narrow it down a little bit. First is my dad's older brother, Uncle Chuck. My Uncle Chuck, or Uncle Duck as we all call him, has always been a leader. Even as a big brother to my dad, he was an incredible influence on his life. Watching him lead his football teams over the years, I have witnessed the leadership skills that have made him successful. He has taught me that you lead by example and that actions speak louder than words. Some of y'all may know that I am one of 3 captains for the Oakridge varsity cheer squad. I truly feel like I would not be able to carry out my role as captain if I hadn't had my Uncle Chuck to look up to. I've learned that we can overcome adversity as a squad by working hard and staying committed to our goals. He has also taught me that being a good leader also means being a good role model. My dad is always telling me stories about what a great brother Uncle Chuck was to him, and that really inspires me to be the best big sister I can be. My hope is that my actions during my high school years have influenced my siblings and has been a good example for them to follow. Now you have Jana, my dad's older sister, and the sweetest second grade teacher you'll ever meet. My Aunt Jana is fully convinced in the power of prayer. She is constantly caring and praying for someone who is hurting. She has such a strong belief that simply talking to God can heal anything. When I was little, she always gave me these little keychains with scriptures that she wrote on them, and she would always leave me room to write my favorite verses. Aunt Jana has taught me that God's word is relevant in all we do. We must walk in faith and trust that God's leading us in the right direction because his plan is so much greater than all of ours. Whenever I'm worried about the future, like college or what major I'm going to choose, or even this speech today, I know that I can pray about it and that God will show me the way. So as y'all can tell, my dad's side of the family is very important to me. We all love getting together and spending time with each other. Because my grandparents live on a lake, every summer we all come down and spend a week together. We tube, play on the beach, swim, play capture the flag in the cove, or card games with my grandma, or take golf cart trips to Lucky's to the local gas station for candy. It's times like these that make the summer so special to my family and me. We look forward to the week at the lake every year because no matter how hard the year may be, we can always count on an awesome time together. Now, many of you may know how big my mom's side of the family is, but in case you don't, she has 5 older sisters and 1 older brother. Having a mom who's one of 7 means that I have a lot of cousins. And like I said before, we're incredibly close. We may all live in different places, but when we see each other again, it's like we never left. We have this big family tradition that's been going on for the past 45 years. Every year, we all rent campers and camp out the full week of Thanksgiving. There's usually about 60 to 70 of us there. And we just play football, watch football, play frisbee golf, talk around the campfire, play volleyball or board games, and eat the whole week. We look forward to it every year and start the countdown in August. And it's now become kind of like a race on who can get there first. On New Year's Eve, my Aunt Lori and Uncle Mike host this awesome New Year's Eve party full of karaoke, dancing, and eating, and right at midnight, a huge silly string fight where we literally douse each other in silly string. Last year, there was 387 cans used. I wouldn't trade a single day when I'm with these people. They fill my life with so much joy. All of these traditions will continue, but they will not be the same. Last month, we lost someone who was and still is a very important part of my family. My Aunt Patty. This girl was without a doubt the strongest woman I will ever know. A little over 2 years ago, she was diagnosed with a severe form of kidney cancer. When she was first diagnosed, the doctors told us that she had 4 to 6 months to live. But because of her incredible strength and faith that God had a plan for her, she was able to live for over 2 years. Most people in a situation like that would be frustrated or angry, but she had such a positive attitude about everything. She never complained. In fact, I never even saw her upset. She was always smiling. And she loved to dance. Her signature dance move was the robot, as you can see there. I look at things so differently now because I think if Patty could fight cancer with a positive attitude, then I could get through whatever tiny thing I was facing at the moment. Last month, November 1st, she passed away surrounded by her family. It's very sad and incredibly hard on all of us, but we all know that she is up in heaven perfectly healthy again and dancing with my pawpaw. She's taught the whole family that you can do anything if you have courage and strength. I haven't had any battles that I've had to overcome, thank goodness, but I know that if Patty could fight through hers, then I could get through whatever tiny thing I was facing. I just need to have the crazy amount of courage and faith she constantly had. These next two people I'm going to talk about are my dad's parents, otherwise known as Meemaw and Grandpa. These two people are a huge part of my life. They have such a caring and positive attitude about everything. They're always trying to make it to one of our shows or games, and whenever we visit, they welcome us with open arms. Every time they come over, we have the best time ever. Between the cuss counts we have for my grandma, the card games we play, or the donuts my grandpa surprises us with every morning, we never stop laughing, and we're usually begging them to stay another night. They bring so much joy to our house and my family. And now Nanny. This woman has an amazingly strong faith and is such a giving and caring person, not to mention she's the life of the party. And she's also the best cook in the entire world. I've never eaten a bad meal that she's cooked. Her house is always open and always has someone visiting. But above all else, the love she's shown towards her family has trickled down through generations, which is why we're so incredibly close. All because she's taught us that there's never an option not to love your family because they're the one thing you'll know you'll have forever. Last but not least are my parents. They have been the biggest influence on my life. My dad is always positive and happy, and besides my grandpa, he's the best person I know at making friends. He'll walk into a store, and by the time we leave, he'll already know 3 people's whole life stories. And no matter how embarrassing this may be to me, it's a quality I really look up to. He's also taught me how to always look on the bright side, no matter how bad a situation may get. He's always trying to find a better way to look at it. My mom is so incredibly giving and caring. Anytime someone is in need, she always finds a way to help, and I can always count on her to help me with whatever I need. The most important quality she possesses is that she loves the Lord with all of her heart, and she inspires me to do the same. Her strong faith is unshakable, and it's so inspiring to everyone who knows her. Like I said, if I had more time, I could tell you something special about every single one of my family members. I am so incredibly thankful for all of them, because without them even realizing it, I have learned so many important life lessons from them. I'm convinced that my life would not be the same without them. No matter how hard times may get, I can always count on each side of the family to lift each other up. I thank God every day for blessing me with these people and the bond we will forever have. Thank you.